Welcome to the reading. If this reading found you, there may be a message here for you. If it doesn't resonate with you, it could be a message for someone you know, and you can share this video with them. Either way, you have found the exit. Before I start with the cards, I was channeling a few numbers. The first one is 282, and I got it 12 times. And I'm getting a message about the infinite connectedness of unity consciousness. I'm hearing creator, okay, and everlasting life. Just because we forgot, like we passed through the veil of forgetfulness, doesn't mean it ceases to exist. Okay, interesting. Okay, we also have 939, 52 times. And I'm getting a couple messages here. First, I'm picturing the pyramid tombs, and I'm hearing encouragement to let situations end with the 9 that are no longer bringing harmony to your life with the 3. Okay. I also got 585, 12 times again. The only constant in life is change. Okay, there's only one constant in life, and that's change. And there's something significant about all 12 zodiac signs. Okay, a whole year. Yeah, with 12 showing up twice. There's something significant. And, overall, nothing stays the same. Okay. All right. I also got 6446 twice. And this number is assisting in protecting and managing your material gains, and leading you towards self-sufficiency. Okay. All right. We also have 808. I got it 56 times. And I got a couple meanings with this one as well. The first is I got the Hawaii area code. And I also got a message about knowing the difference between hunger, which is something you need, right? Signaling that you need something, and cravings, something that you want. Okay, and asking yourself what's motivating you. What kind of gas is in your car? Okay, is it you're chasing desires or you're chasing needs? Okay, interesting. Okay, and I'm also getting a little side note on this. Hunger is okay. How is this? Hunger is sustained. It's enduring. Okay, it builds over time. Okay, the signal. Whereas a craving is temporary and acute. Okay, so it may be intense and loud, but it's not. It fizzles out quick. Okay. So these are a couple things to keep in mind. All right. So lately I have been inundated with Chris Cornell. Okay. In this time, I've been waking up the past few mornings to The Day I Tried to Live by Soundgarden, especially when I was channeling the number 808, okay? And I kept hearing, one more time around, might get it. One more time around, might make it. Okay, so let's get more clarification with the cards. And, okay, all right, I'll mention it. Okay, so with all this rapture talk, I'm not sure if you watched it, but I did a video a while back pretty sure it's titled I'll Keep Digging Till I Feel Something. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I mentioned something about the rapture before that guy started saying it would happen. So go check it out if you're interested. All right, so let's get these cards out. All right, yeah, we have the devil. Big surprise. All right. With this being the very first card, and the numbers, and the song, this feels like there could have been some kind of relapse behavior when trying to make a change. Okay. Giving in to some kind of temptation or craving of something or someone or some thought pattern or belief system that you know isn't good for you. Okay, you know it's not aligned with where you want to go, your ultimate wish fulfillment. Okay, so yeah, 939. Let it go. Let it release yourself. Okay, it's no longer working for you. Okay, and 808, there's the hunger versus craving. Okay, know when you're digging yourself a hole and know when you're climbing out. All right, let's get some more. Okay, well, that's interesting. This is the 8 of Cups. Do you see this? Okay, so this is very interesting. So usually this card depicts a departure from what is no longer fulfilling from the cups, like a guy walking away. All right, but with here it looks like he's like marinating in it. Okay, like a hot tub. So what this is telling me is you may be attempting, okay, how do I say, you may attempt something like reverse psychology on yourself. Okay, so this reminds me of a reel, I guess is what they're called, a short video that I saw about a gal who opened an ice cream shop, and she allowed her employees to have ice cream whenever they wanted for free. She doesn't charge them, nothing like that. And she said that it sounds all great and fine, but once it's in practice, they really don't eat that much ice cream because they get tired of being surrounded by it all the time. So basically they get oversaturated and they just don't eat the ice cream. So it doesn't like cut into her profits. So you may be trying something along these lines with yourself, like overexposure. Okay, so now I'm getting a picture of a kid who's caught smoking cigarettes, right? And so whoever caught him makes him smoke a whole pack at once, making him sick so they never want to do it again. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. That's enough. Okay, so now I'm picturing raisin skin when you soak too long in a jacuzzi. Okay. Oversaturation. All right. So we also have the Lovers reversed. All right. Okay, and I got some extra tarot because I couldn't decide between these two round decks because I kept hearing the song one more time around. Okay. Okay, so, and they all felt significant. So, okay, so this feels like a choice. Okay. Someone can't make a choice. Interesting. Okay, so there's some very significant, because this is a major arcana, significant choice point that you're being called to look at. Okay. And for some of you, it feels like you're reluctant to make this choice. Okay, now I'm being reminded of a conversation I had with some guy I was working with, and I was telling him about how I had quit smoking. And he said, "Oh, yeah, I quit too." And then the next day, I got some money and I started again. I was like, okay, so you didn't make the choice to quit, so that was more technically like running out. Okay. Um, I, and so, anyway, not to split hairs, right? Okay. So, all right. Yeah. So, this choice point is somewhere you're not wanting to make the choice to let something end with 939. Okay. And it has to do with something that motivates you, and it's because you maybe can't tell the difference between if it's hunger or if it's a sweet tooth. That's what I'm getting so far. Okay, we also have judgment in reverse. Okay. Scoochie. I want you guys to be able to see them. All right. Okay, so even when you make the choice to walk away from something, right? Sometimes relapse happens when we're making changes in our lives, okay? It's not considered one of the technical steps of change, but it should be, if you ask me. Okay, so this feels like, okay, in terms of relapse, okay, you may think you did something wrong. You misjudged, okay? You chose to do the wrong action, okay? But with this here, it feels like an alert to some unresolved healing that needs to take place. Okay, just the same way a fire alarm doesn't mean you're a bad person for burning something. It just means there's smoke in here, and that means it could potentially be a fire in here. Okay, it's just data, it's information. Okay, so not a weapon to beat yourself up with. Okay. So relapse is a part of recovery. I think I beat that one to death. Let's get on with it. Oh, and speak of the devil, speak of the reaper, we have death in reverse, as you would have it. Okay, this is reluctance to transform, reluctance to let something end. Okay, so this, it feels like a big resistance to pull the plug on this coping mechanism. Okay. And it's due to a fear of the unfamiliar success on the other side of this attachment. Okay. Oh my God. Okay, so like I'm literally picturing ghosts, real ghosts. Okay. And I'm being told that sometimes they get stuck here due to attachments that are unresolved. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, they get attached to the material realm when they're being called back. Wow, you guys. Okay, let's see what else we have. All right, we have octopus stinkhorn with reveal. All right. As it would turn out, this mushroom's nickname is Devil's Fingers. Okay? And as you would guess it stinks. And it does this to attract flies, which redistribute the pores. Okay. So flies aren't all bad. They do some good for us. They help the stinky things to evolve. Okay. So this relapse isn't all bad. Okay. It may stink, but it's here to reveal, okay, the unhealed wound that you've overlooked in your healing. Interesting. I'm hearing follow the flies back to whatever vice you use to cope that stinks, that's done, it's met its expiration, and it's time to throw it out. Okay. Wow. Okay, we have the Ioho U. Interesting. Interesting little tree there. Okay. Okay, so the totems with this tree, you're never going to freaking believe it. It's death and rebirth, the Grim Reaper, vultures, okay? Yeah, crazy. Okay, so what you are done with, what behaviors and beliefs are outdated and holding you back. Like, you guys, look at this. Major arcana, major arcana, major arcana, major arcana. That's unheard of. This is a massive evolution that's destined for you to go through. Okay? Oh, wow. Okay. All right. What stinks? And what have you had enough of? What have you overindulged in and oversaturated yourself with that needs to go, that's holding you back? Okay. Okay, so this card also talks about ancestors. Okay, I'm going back to the numbers. And passed on loved ones. Okay. Okay, so I'm hearing they're wanting to help you navigate this transformation. Trust and believe you are not alone in your struggle. And their specific messages: do not be afraid of endings or the new beginnings that follow. Courage is a choice. Interesting. All right, let's see what else we got. All right, looks like we have a pothole reversed. Okay. Okay, so this reminds me of, really? What does that have to do with anything, though, Spirit? Okay, it's an alert. Okay, it's an alert. Okay, and if it doesn't get addressed soon, it may cause further damage, okay, to other parts in your life, because these are such a big deal, right? Okay. All right, it's degrading, it's old, it needs to be renewed, okay? And we have passport reversed. 2 passports reversed. Okay. So this is simply illustrating to me that this is an inside job. Okay, this is not something you need to, look to anything outside of yourself to resolve. Okay? It's about going within and addressing your shadow. And my throat chakra just went offline. So I'm going to wrap it up there, guys. Excuse me. I hope this finds who it's meant for and you're able to glean something helpful from the reading. If you like the way that I read, I truly appreciate all the kind words in the comments, the shares, the subscribes, and I love the likes. So keep those coming. And with all that being said, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.